of show you how people live in poverty live in Boston area. So we're going to start with asking the question, why do we need a budget plan? So a budget plan can help us making decisions. It can help you avoid the debt and saving money and prepare for emergency. That's the original thought we have for budget planning. So here is a family that we were assigned. So our yearly income is 27,570. It's our yearly income, and we divide it by 12. It's 2297. So it's not that much, and we have 5 family members. Father is working in the library, and he's 29, and mother is part-time job around the house, and she's 27, and they have a son, which is elementary school, which is 7, and grandfather is a cleaner in the area, so he is very, very close. He has to walk, and the grandmother is disabled, so that's the reason that mother had a part-time job so she could take care of grandmother. So here is what we're gonna introduce today about our monthly spending. So we're gonna include the household, utilities, transportation, insurance, and communications. So first thing is we are living in Redwood, and here's the address that we have on 135 Ward Street, Redwood, Massachusetts.
Okay, Revere.
Revere. Okay, it's North Boston, and it costs $8.50 per month, and it's water included. So we don't have to consider this water, the usage water, we only need the utility and everything. So it's 2 bedroom and 1 bathroom. I know it's kind of hard that you live with the parents and yourself. So we're gonna, we basically what we do in the house is that we let the parents, the grandfather and grandmother live together, and the son will have another bed. We can share a room with the son, but he gonna have another bed individually. So the reason why we choose this address is it's very close to the subway station. So here's the house look like. You can see here, it's pretty nice. It's with 850 and yeah, and they have a swimming pool in there. Yeah, and here is the utilities. Probably you can't see that, but I'll explain that to you. So we out of the calculation, we come up with this list. We list the utility we might use for family to run in the family. So we combine like a fridge, oven, microwave, toaster, TV, clock, radio, mobile phone, lighter, vacuum, and furnace for 15 kW. So yeah, it's kind of hard that we shouldn't, it's kind of hard for us to not use electricity, because in the modern world, who doesn't use electricity? So we can't live without electricity. So with the calculation we have, you can see here, you can see here, but is a furnace, it costs more electricity. It uses more electricity than it's like 1824 kW per month. So you can see it costs $144 per month. So after for the whole full month, the utility is gonna, for electricity, it's gonna cost 168.82 per month. So that's how utilities work. So for our transportation, in Boston, there is a MBTA. It's a transportation system that we all can use, and it costs $70 per month. So you can see here. And direction, I'm going to show you the direction from the house, Redwood, to the UMass Boston. So you can see here it is Redwood, and you pass, every day you have to take a train or subway to pass Boston and go to UMass Boston. So it's kind of far. It kind of show you here is 1 hour and 21 minutes. So yeah, in order to have a nice house not very nice, but to the house that we can afford, and for the family, we have to live very far from where we work, and yeah, we have to spend an hour and 20 minutes. And for insurance, so luckily, government have a program that is like federal poverty level that you can see here we have 5 family members, and the annual income is 27,570. So we are just under the poverty level of the federal poverty line level. So yeah, it's kind of nice the government can provide a free insurance for the whole family, so that we don't have to spend money on the insurance. So, and next one is communications. So we have 5 members. Of course, the son, he doesn't need it. So mom and dad, they kind of need a cell phone. So for grandpa, we also give him a phone, so that we have 3 lines. And we choose T-Mobile because T-Mobile has a plan, as a family plan that only costs $90 per month. So with unlimited talk, unlimited text, and 5 MB, I don't know, megabyte for data. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of yeah, it's okay because like we can afford that because if sometimes some emergency happens, we have tools to communicate with each other. So it's kind of important because we have a mother who's taking care of the grandmother. So yeah, it got to be some way that we can contact them. So here is the monthly cost that we make a list. You can see here is the most expensive is the house with the 80/50, and yeah, and another come up with the, like utilities, transportation is 70, insurance no cost, and communication costs $90 per month. So in total, we have $11.79 cost for each month that we have to pay. And next, we have weekly cost, which Gary is going to present.
Let's come to weekly cost. First is food. It's necessary for the family. And second one is laundry. Won't cost too much. And the third one is retail. So the first one is the food. Because we have kids in our family, so we have to provide more eggs for him. So we have 5 pounds a week, and because their parents are so busy, so they can't choose all of vegetables. So we choose the Hannah for mixed vegetables, and 35 pounds a week. So it's enough for the whole family. As you see, the milk, the meat, and for more nutrition, we choose seafood and some fruits like banana and orange. And for the kids, we give them snacks, $10 per month, per week. So in total is $124.5 per week. And second is laundry. It's cost, let's choose the example in Maya, but I think it will be a little cheaper in outside. So let's see Maya, it's $3 each time, so we do 2 times a week for the whole family, so it's $6 per week. And now it's daily care, it's including the shampoo, body wash, face wash, shaver, clothes, and the soap. Because we don't need to buy them every week, so we estimated per week is $7 because maybe we should buy it every month for this daily care. So it's $7 per week. So this is the conclusion for the weekly plan. So food is $125, laundry $6, and daily care is $7. So it's 532 for a week, for a month. So come to the entertainment.
Okay. So no matter life is short of money, and our family still need the about from $5 to $18. So we can have 3 people to go to the movies per month. Sometimes it can add one more person. And there are some days the tickets is on sale, so they can use most of that days. And they can use the rest money to buy the popcorns for the child. And next, we can go to the museum. The museum is like a classroom. It has some meaningful and interesting materials, and it has interesting histories which can inspire and educated people, the visitors. It is really good for the trial. So we choose the museum. And there are a lot of museums in Boston, and also a lot of free museums. That is why we choose museum for entertainment. And for instance, the Boston Children's Museum, I searched on the internet, it's at about $14 per person. No matter adult or child, it's $14. And it's on Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It is only $1, so they can choose that day to go to the museum. The third is restaurant. The restaurant, in my perspective, I think the poor people,
Okay, Paolo, I guess I want you now.
Oh, okay.
in my perspective, I think the restaurant is not good place for the poor, but sometimes they need to change the flavor. So they spend about $100 per month for family. In my experience, it's about they can ask for deliver. If they choose the Chinese food, Chinese restaurant is about $40 and to $50 a time, including the delivery fee. And the clothes, it is flexible. They can choose to use the maximum is $100. They can choose to buy or not to buy. So they can, as you know, the clothes is not need for every month. So you can use the rest of money to save to the tent. And the total money is $300. It is surprised that we have rest of money. We can save to the bank or use them to deal with some emergency. Or sometimes we will meet the robber, the thief. That time can be useful. Next is reflection.
So it's really useful, or I don't know, I can say that yeah, it is useful, but something that I never thought about that if I didn't do this project. So something that surprised me is that living in poverty is such a waste of time because it's not what they could do to change their life. So, every day they have to spend an hour and 20 minutes by taking the train from Revere to the UMass Boston. It's an hour long, so with an hour long you can do so many things. Like you can, like for poverty people, they just have to take that long trip to come to UMass Boston. And you can see it's not that much left, especially in poverty, of course, in poverty. So it's kind of very hard for them, only like $200 left for each month. So yeah, you kind of, in US U.S., everything is like cost so much. If I have to like, do something, it costs so much that you have only $200 left each month. It's almost impossible for me for you to achieve your goal or do what you need, do what you want.
Okay. The most challenging choice is housing. Because we should think of a lot of information about the housing, like the location, because the first time we choose a house is in Birmingham. It's near the train station. It's $1,200 a month with a 2-bedroom and 1 bathroom. And at that location, we have to pay the month ticket for the train. So it costs a lot. It costs more than $1,300 per month. So we have to change the plan, the housing plan. So we find another house in here. And another challenging choice is the beautiful food, because for the people in poverty, their food is few of categories. And we could think every day we eat the same food, we would get uncomfortable and don't want to eat. So what should we learn?
Living in poverty is tough. We need to work hard to avoid poverty. In my perspective, the poor people's life is always simple. So sometimes I think the simple life can also be happy, because we can say we can in our spare time we don't have enough money to do some sports or some exercise which need much money, but we can go to the free museum. We can choose the on sale day to go to the movies. Or sometimes we don't have the transportation fee, so we can walk to the cinemas or the museum, and we can regard it as the hiking. There is a Chinese proverb which said that there is the life is not a lack of beauty, it is a lack of the eyes of discover green beauty. So change our thought, maybe we can see some difference in our full life. That's all.
Yeah. So thank you these website and these organization of Bank of America and for the support us information that we need. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good job.